Alright guys, in this live stream I'm gonna talk about this woman who cries after man getting belittled on the internet. So yeah, let's check out this video which is titled as Modern Woman Humbled, Get Repelled and Cries at Just Pearly Things. I think the title is kind of misleading, but she cries for what she hears on the internet, like what is really going on, which is true, but not getting humbled. Like, I think that would be the wrong way to like describe this situation. So without further ado, let's begin reacting to this video from Just Pearly Things. Somebody edited that, so I couldn't find the main video from Just Pearly Things, so I tried to like react to this video which you can see on over here, right? So let me play this for you guys. And yeah, just before we get get it started, I want to remind you, subscribe this channel for more content like this.
But he's kind of short. He's only like 5'9".
5'9".
Oh, that's you're what, like 5'9",
I'm 5'8".
right?
I'm 5'8".
That's tall enough, right?
Not really. You know, manifesting a tall man. One of the other guys I'm talking to is 6'7".
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah. And we'll be going out soon. It's just a matter of like scheduling. We just haven't been able to like link on the schedules. We both work a lot.
Mhm.
Okay. There's another guy who I just made this whole TikTok
You see the red circle? Yeah, watch her.
about who
She's
was
the
like
one who
all
cries.
about me, asked me out, calling me all these pet names, my love, and all this shit. And then we're talking, and I was like, "Oh, you have the vaccine, right?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "You're not vaccinated, and you want to go out with me?" I'm like, "I'm not going out with you. If you're not vaccinated. What, you expect me to be kissing you? You're not vaccinated?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, really? Oh, I wouldn't care. So would you not date someone that was different than you, like politically?
No, I wouldn't.
What are
You see all these requirements. Like, I went on a date couple of months ago where the girl just rejected me for my Raven Clubmaster sunglasses. Okay, like, she told me everything is fine, I just don't like your sunglasses. I'm like, what the fuck, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't say it to her face, but I was like, okay, yeah, understood. And then I just walk away. I didn't say anything. I just paid the bill and I walk away. You should pay the bill. Like, if you were going on a date, you should pay for the meal. But yeah, never have I ever tried to talk to her again. So yeah.
what are your standards? Like, what are your requirements for a guy?
But yeah, I definitely want them to have the same political views as me, because it's just why bother in having those arguments?
Okay.
You know, it's just going to turn into a fight later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, like, a lot of women don't want to change, like, don't want to compromise or sacrifice in a relationship. Men are sacrificing a lot and compromising on a lot of things, but women, no. You get what I'm not gonna get change. I'm gonna be like this. If I'm a 304, I'm gonna be a 304. You have to accept me, otherwise you are insecure. You have to make $500,000. You have to be 6 feet tall. You have to be somebody who has the same political view as me. You cannot argue with me. You cannot go to the club if I don't want you to, but I will go to the club whenever I want. What kind of thing is that? You want a millionaire and you want to put condition onto them? Huh? LOL.
So what? Like, what else?
Well, I have to have a car. This other guy who didn't have the vaccine, he didn't even have a car. I was like, how are you coming to take me out? You don't have a car. You know I'm not driving.
I got into a car crash, so yeah, that's why I don't have a car. But I mean, I do not drive a car right now. So yeah, like, what's the biggest problem with that? Like, I don't see any problem. Like, take the bus. Oh, I'm a vegan, but I wouldn't take the bus. I will use car.
Driving anyway.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not insulting for your belief. Like, you can believe whatever you like, but when you are telling me that like, I feel confused. Like, what are you trying to say?
So that's like minimum requirement. You have to have a car. I've also realized that I want someone that has like some sort of creative or like job and entertainment. Like I
Wow. Wow. Incredible. Go, Queen. Go.
have, you have to be very ambitious because I am very ambitious. I want to be able to, like, we'll spend our days or whatever separately, and then at the end of the night, I want us to be able to come together and talk about all of
Wow. Wow. Wow.
the exciting things that happen in each of our lives, right? Like,
Okay.
this other guy was like, well, I'm not rich, I'm a regular guy. And I was like, that's fine, but like, I'm not a regular girl. But
She's not a regular girl? Like, on a. Like, if I were to rate you based on your looks, I'll give you 2.5. So, like, oh, I'm not a regular girl. Now, I'm not trying to insult you, okay? There are plenty of guys who are on that rating, and I'm not like a 10. I do not say that. I'm not a 9, I'm not a 8, I'm not a 7. I didn't say that. But what I'm trying to say here is that I know my realistic attraction rating, like on a scale of 1 to 10. I know that, and I'll say it out loud. I'm a 6, okay? I will never claim that I'm a 7 or 8 or 9 due to my height. I have a strong jawline, I know that. But I know the real myself, and I know that what I am. So that's why I just try not to be like delusional as for my, oh, I'm a 10, I deserve a 10. No, I would never say that. Due to my height, I'm 5'7", so yeah. A lot of women will call me gay. Like, I saw on the internet the other day where somebody tweeted out this thing that any guys who are less than 5 feet 11 inch, they're gays. Okay? Like, I'm quoting, okay? I'm quoting. That's not my statement. So technically, she's calling me a gay. You understand that? I'm laughing at her, like laughing at her tweet, and I was like, okay, yeah, understood. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we go through a lot. Still, we do a lot of things for women, and we get disrespected all the time.
like, I'm not. So like, if you are gonna date me, like, either you have to be able to handle that, or you yourself also has to not be like regular. Like, I don't think I'm like just an average person. Like,
You are below average. What are you talking about?
Okay, so let's say he just started his own business, but he makes $45,000 a year. Would you date him?
he wouldn't be able to afford my.
See her frustration, like, oh, $45,000, how could I accept that? Like, $45,000, that almost right now 70,000 Canadian dollar. Imagine a guy making 70,000 Canadian dollar and is still not getting the same respect after doing a lot of things for women. Oh my god, that's incredible, guy. Oh my god.
Engagement ring. I'm getting an 8-carat cushion cut vintage engagement ring. If you make $45,000 a year, it would take you 4 years.
We are laughing, but actually I'm feeling disrespected, and a lot of manner. Like, we do a lot of things. Like, okay, you have certain requirements, but why the hell you, like, she's talking this thing in a disrespectful manner, which is what making me feel frustrated right now.
No, 8 years to afford.
Wait, how much? I don't know anything.
You see, she's crying like, what the heck? Like, how could you have this many requirements? And okay, that's fine, you have requirements, but why you were insulting? Like, hey, I don't want to talk about somebody who is making $45,000. Okay, that's fine, but my requirement is, like, she's just trying to belittle those guys who are making like $50,000 a year USD, which is like somewhere around like 70,000 Canadian dollar. So yeah,
Anything about rings? How much is that?
About $200,000.
Girl, you want a $200,000?
We have a calculator, okay? We have a calculator where it shows that less than 1% of men who makes $200,000 a year.
Are you
I'm just
insane?
walking. My ring has to sparkle from across the street. Like, you have to do that shit. It's gonna blind people.
That's so superficial.
She has to have a ring, $200,000 ring.
So
What she said? What she said?
Are you insane? How much is that?
About $200,000.
How much? I don't know anything about rings. How much is that?
About $200,000. How much it would take?
What?
Okay.
4 years? No. 8 years?
Wait, how much? I don't know anything about rings. How much is that?
About $200,000.
So she wants a ring which is $200,000. Oh my god, bruh,
Girl,
give me a break.
You want a $200,000? Are you insane?
My ring has to sparkle from across the street. Like, you have.
How materialistic is that? Okay, yeah, like I wanted to talk about this thing, like a guy who is a billionaire used to be my friend for a while, and when I got to know him, like the guy is really wild. Like he does a lot of shitty stuff, like right now, and he sleeps with thousands of girls. Okay, like it's incredible. Like this guy is like 6 feet 1 inch tall, and he's a billionaire. Okay, and his feet, he has six-pack abs and everything in order, and this dude is sleeping with almost every girl in the town. That's what it feels like. And I got to know almost a year ago, and it was something that made me feel that okay, I cannot be a friend with this guy, and he does a lot of shitty stuff, and he sleeps with celebrities as well. So I don't know like what to say. Like he constantly like this movement which is like, girl, you gotta find somebody who is making $200,000, $100,000, or 300,000, $500,000. You deserve a millionaire. So this kind of ideas were literally imprinted by that individual. Like he is the one who who just gave this idea to women. Like he's just literally using women to spread this idea among other women, and then guess what, they're doing this, they're asking for 100,000, 200,000. You gotta have 6 feet tall man and stuff like that on the internet. Okay, like he's just literally funding this stuff. And yeah, like he was my long-term friend, and he used to be really open-minded. And yeah, like he asked me for many business advice, and I gave him. Like I worked in a $1 million company, okay, in the past, and I had enough experience regarding business. Right now I would say like I cannot give you proper explanation of what is really going on. I cannot give you his name, but he is a billionaire. And yeah, like I did work for him for a period of time. And you know, like a lot of Hollywood stars you see were effed by him, and he has videos of that. And like I was lucky to go to his private gym, and yeah, like this guy is wild. Like oh my god. And he's using these celebrities to pump up certain ideas in the community, which is dangerous for next generation. And yeah, like these ideas which is literally capitalistic, when it comes to like relationship and stuff like that. I think I'm saying too much over here, but you get the idea, right? That he's funding this idea like, hey girl, you gotta find somebody who is making at least $100,000. You are a queen, you deserve everything, and he's funding this through some celebrities, and or at least somebody who is like making some money. And yeah, I cannot go too much far with it. Like, I think I'm gonna cut it out later on.
That shit is gonna blind people.
But that's so superficial. That's like so superficial.
But it's about so much more than that. It's about the fact that you can afford that, right? I go to yoga with this girl with an 8-carat diamond engagement ring.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
A weed company and drives an Audi. So it's about more than just it's about the fact that you can afford that.
Okay, well, I'm just thinking like you're gonna miss out on a lot of guys because I'm telling
They're
no, but not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Wow.
I'm telling you, like my dad would, if my mom asked for that from my dad would have told her to go find a new boyfriend because there was no way in hell he was going to spend $200,000 on an engagement ring, and that's that's a multi-millionaire in the top 0.5% who had 10 kids. My mom never.
He built. He said he's built to becoming that. He wasn't that originally, right?
He wasn't. Well, he was making like 6 figures in his early 20s.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So any woman with half a brain would think, this is a good. But my dad's like, he's good with money. He's not like to me that's like such an unwise investment to spend $200K.
Diamonds appreciate.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. That's like I would rather put that in a college fund for our kids or like.
Yeah, they'll have that too.
But this just sounds like not like real to me, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. For me, like I told you, like my status is going up. Like I just did a music festival where I made 30 grand over the weekend in one weekend. You know what I mean? Right. Like I need somebody who can be on that level.
Right, but the problem is like guys don't care about your money.
Right, so I care.
I know, but it doesn't like, like. I think you're gonna miss out on a lot of guys with like this. Like to me, these are like crazy high standards.
So today I listened to my dating coach. She said, "You do not get your expectation; you get your minimum standard."
Mm-hmm. Is your dating coach married?
Yes, and she has a baby, and her wedding ring is at least 5 carats.
Yeah,
and her man is rich, and she doesn't even have to work. And she herself makes like 30 to 50.
As I told you earlier, that the man I'm talking about, billionaire, right? He uses these celebrities or to some level, like have some Instagram followers, like 1 or 10,000 or 50,000 followers. They're using this Instagram model to promote this idea that women should look for somebody who is making at least $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year or maybe $500,000 a year, and then at least 6 feet tall. As I told you, this is what is happening. Like it's a billionaire's idea, like what a woman is looking for right now. Somebody just literally funded this idea.
$50,000 a month.
I know this person. I know this person for a long period of time, and I cannot believe it. When I got to know this kind of stuff, I was like, "Holy shit, what this guy is doing? It's ridiculous."
I mean, good luck if that like works for you. I just like, to me that sounds like a $200K engagement ring. Like I think like guys are gonna hear that and be like, no.
She's crying because like she's like literally this girl at the bottom. She's just trying to like disrespect man.
No, because you just have to have the man who's okay with maintaining you, right?
With maintain.
So you have to have maintenance cost for her. Wow.
Meaning you?
Right, like you can be high maintenance, but if you are dating a man that is okay with maintaining you, you're fine. You're not high maintenance, then you're just on their level.
Okay, but I'm just thinking
Wow.
like I know, but those guys that are making like that
That is incredible.
amount of money, like I think they typically want like the young like 21, 22-year-olds.
I don't think so. And
I don't know, like, who are these guys who are DMing her and giving her free attention?
What?
I'm 30, so I'm not that old. I'm
30 years old, you're 50% of your eggs are gone already. Oh my god. And you think that you deserve a millionaire.
actually
No, I
an age to be wiped up by somebody who's like in their 40s and like ready to be serious and start popping out babies. A 21-year-old, unless you're Kylie Jenner, is realistically too young to be like popping out kids. Like you're too young.
yeah, I mean, this is just I'm sorry, the $200,000 like that's crazy to me. That's like
She is being really polite, but I don't know like how I would have reacted to it. Like when I'm talking to somebody like this, I would be like, "Oh, go girl, go," because you can't argue with that kind of person. Like how much of a brainwash you need in order to think like that. Like, oh, you deserve a millionaire, you deserve a $200,000 ring. Oh my god.
oh my gosh, I cannot believe that's crazy.
Someone that can make that amount of money in a shorter period of time, like somebody who is, say, a musical
I see a lot of TV shows where the man is paying for, like, a fat man is paying for the girl like $200,000 ring and this and that. Like, yeah, I know those guys are losers. I will never pay. Like, I think the max, if I have interest, maybe the max I can go is like $2,000 ring, maybe. I ain't get I'm getting you a ring which is gonna cost me like $10,000 or $20,000. It means nothing. It's just a ring. It's a superficial thing. Why would I give you that? I would rather give you something meaningful with that amount of money. We can buy a house, we can do certain things that will allow us to live happily. Like, materialism never helps you to be happy.
artist, right? A music producer, somebody who's in entertainment, somebody who's on a TV show, somebody who does like concerts and tours. That amount of money isn't the same to them. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I don't know if
Like,
this
say I was
video
dating
gets
somebody like
deleted, but
Easy, right?
Okay.
Easy makes $150,000 minimum per show. Minimum. That's what he makes in a show.
Yeah.
So if he does a couple shows, the $200,000 to him, he won't even feel it.
No.
serious disrespect.
Oh, but like this is someone coming from someone like I've been in a relationship with a guy that was worth over $1 million. Like but I would never in a million years ask him to spend $200K on a ring. Like to me, that's almost like entitled. Like I'm not entitled to his money.
I mean, here's the thing: if I can afford it myself, I would want you to be able to get it for me, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Then why don't you, like, if you can afford it yourself, then why don't you buy it for yourself? Why do you think that other guy, the man will need to buy it for you? Like, what are you trying to imply?
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's just. Yeah, I guess like we kind of probably have different like views on like spending habits. Because to me, I'm like I would, even if I had the money, I would never spend that on a ring.
Wow.
But I'm also not that much of a jewelry person, right? So it's like you're not going to need to be buying
spending $200,000. Women demands $200,000
ring all
engagement
the
ring.
time. Like, get me my ring, and that's it. I don't really need much else.
There you go, the reaction.
I really feel for the men, like guys who have so much, they're working so hard, they're trying to prove themselves because society makes them. Because you have to make your way in society. You have to do so much to prove yourself these days. And to have this girl come here and just completely belittle you on the internet.
You see what is really going on.
These are good men out there. And they don't they don't deserve you don't even deserve a McDonald's from them.
Clap. Huge respect for you. It's incredible. Like, what is really going on in the dating market? You see, I just told you that it's just an idea which was funded by a billionaire who I know pretty well and was my friend for a while. I didn't know that, but when I got to know him more and more, this guy was literally a toxic guy, and I just ended the relationship. Now, how do I know him? I have explained it earlier in the video. You guys can check that out. Like, I worked in a firm where I think I'm giving too much details, but let's just keep it a secret. But now I knew him and I ended the relationship because of certain things he was doing. I'm a religious guy. I do not like the idea of sleeping with thousands of girls. Like, he has a album, okay? He has an album of this model, supermodel, who he is sleeping with. He has a group of people who manage this thing, like, on a daily basis. And yeah, people works for him, manages this supermodel and set up this, like, relationship date, intimate relationship dating. So yeah, like, when I got to know that, like, you see, there are Hollywood stars, actress, okay, who are doing these kind of things, like promoting certain ideas like this. Hey, you go queen, you do this thing, you do that thing. And who is behind the scene giving this idea or sharing this idea with them? That man. I know. Now there could be many more men who are doing this, okay? There could be many more billionaires or millionaires who are funding these ideas, or like trying to imprint these ideas into women's brain. But I know one person who is a billionaire, so I don't know what to say. As for now, I feel sorry for people who are thinking that they deserve a millionaire, they deserve somebody who is 6 feet tall. But the real thing is that you have to look at the statistics, and the statistics doesn't favor you in any way. Like, what you are looking for is just less than 1% of the people who are making that kind of money. And you can just check it out for yourself, how many people are making 1 million. Like, if you want to afford a $200,000 ring, you have to make more than that, right? Like, you have other expenses and stuff like that. So if you were gonna spend $1 million on a ring, sorry, $200,000 on a ring, then you are gonna be making somewhere around like $1 million. And what it means that you are less than 1% of the population, and you have the leverage. And yeah, women are looking for it. Like, this idea, like he wants to get more girls, okay, like that billionaire I talked about, he wants to get more girls, so he just funded this idea. Now how do I know? Because I was a friend of him for a long period of time. What a ridiculous situation right now. A moment of silence. Go ahead guys, subscribe to this channel, like the video, and dislike the video if you don't care about the truth. And yeah, I just tried to share the truth, like what I know for certain. I mean, I'm not blaming other millionaires, but this idea of like you deserve a millionaire, you deserve um, somebody who is going to provide you certain securities, will take care of you in every possible way. It was funded by maybe a lot of men, or maybe that single man I'm talking about, right? So yeah, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching guys. I think I'm feeling sad for those people who believes in that idea of getting into a relationship with a millionaire. Congratulations if you are able to manage that. Peace. We'll catch you guys soon.